In this lecture, we are going to create an API to get all the chats which a given user has created. So for example, let's say there is already a chat between user 1 and user 2, user 1 and user 4, and user 1 and user 5. So we want to create an API which is going to return us these three chats: the chat between user 1 and user 2, user 1 and user 4, and user 1 and user 5. For that, we are going to pass the user ID of user 1, and using that user ID, we are going to filter all the chats which contains the user ID of user 1. So if I go to Compass, in the last lecture, we started the chat between John and Mark. So in the members array, you can see the user ID of John and the user ID of Mark. And we also started a chat between John and Mary. So this is the user ID of John and this is the user ID of Mary. Now let's say we want to get all the chats between John and other users. And to get that, what we are going to do is we are going to get all the chats and we are going to filter those chats whose members array contains the user ID of John. So whichever chat's members array contains the user ID of John, that means that chat is between John and some other user. And that is our requirement. We want to get all the chats where John is the member of that chat. Right. Now here I'm taking an example of John. Basically, we are going to get the user ID with the request, and we are going to filter all those chats whose members array contains that user ID. Let's go ahead and let's implement that API. So let's go to VS Code and let me copy this route here. We are going to modify it accordingly, and let's collapse this. And here, let's go and let's create a new route. And this time it is going to be a get route, because here we are going to handle a get request. And let's call it as get all chats. Now this get all chats is going to return us all the chats for a given user. Okay. This route also should be accessible only to authenticated users. So before executing this callback function, this handler function, we are also going to execute this auth middleware to authenticate if the incoming request is coming from an authenticated user or not. Now here what we are going to do is we are going to write the logic to get all the chats. So for that, what we are going to do is on the chat model, we are going to call find method. And here we are also going to use the await keyword because this find method is going to run asynchronously. Now this here is going to return us all the chats, but here we don't want all the chats. We want to get only those chats whose members array contains the user ID of the currently logged in user. So for that, here we are going to pass a filter. So basically we'll pass an object here where we want to filter based on the members. Okay. And here we are going to use an operator, and the operator is $in. So we are checking if in this members array there is any element which contains the current logged in users user ID. And from where we are going to get the current logged in users user ID? So if you remember, this auth middleware is adding a user ID property on the request, and that user ID is the user ID of currently logged in user. So from the request, we will access the body, and in the body we are going to have a user ID property, and this user ID will be the user ID of the currently logged in user. So any chat whose members array contains the user ID of the currently logged in user, we want to fetch all those chats and we want to return it in the response. And that's it. Now here, let's change the response message, and here let's say chat fetched successfully. And in the data, we are going to send this chat, or let's call it all chats. And we are going to return this all chats in the response. Now, if any error occurs in this try block while fetching all the chats, in that case, we are going to send this response from the catch block. With this, let's save the changes and let's quickly test this API. So let's go to Postman, and there, let me first save this request. So for that, first of all, I'm going to create a new folder and I'm going to rename it, and let's call it chats controller. Okay, now let's save this request, and here let's call it create new chat, and let's save it inside this chats controller. Okay, and let's open a new tab, and here we are going to make a get request, and we are going to make a get request to this API. So let me copy this, let's paste it here, and here the path is get all chats. Okay, now with this request also we need to set the authorization. So I'm going to select bearer token, and when we select bearer token, this authentication token is already selected. So the auth middleware will extract the user ID of the currently logged in user. Basically, this token which we are passing, this is the token for the logged in user. So from this token, the user ID will be extracted and it will be attached to the request body, and we are reading that user ID, and based on that we are fetching all the chats. So this token is for John. So if I go to login, you see I have logged in using John Smith account. So this token is for John. So now this request here, it should fetch us all the chats which contains John's user ID in it. Okay, so basically it should return us all the chats between John and other users. In our case, we have two chats which John has started. He has started one chat with Mark and one chat with Mary. So those two chat objects should be returned, and we should see that in the response body. Let's send the request and let's see if that's the case. And you will see that in the data, we are receiving two chats. Okay, the chat between John and Mark and the chat between John and Mary. So this is the ID for John and this is the ID for Mary. This is the ID for John and this is the ID for Mark. So in this way, we are able to fetch all the chats which a given user has started. Now here, there is one thing which we want to modify, and that is here we are making a GET request. We are not creating any resource on the server. So in that case, the status code here should be 200 and not 201. So let's go back to VS Code, and there, let's change the status code to 200. Let's save the changes and let's go back. Let's make the request again. And again, we should get these two chats in the response, and the status code is 200. So in this way, we have also created an API which is going to fetch us all the chats for a given user. This is all from this lecture. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.